Baby, no money.
What's up, babe? Skirt. Gotta tell your mother. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Hey, it's your boys, Dominic and Jacob here. We're about to tell you everything you need to know about the tropical rainforest.
So Dominic, tell us about the tropical rainforest.
It's pretty wet.
Is there anything more you'd like to tell us about the tropical rainforest?
Yeah. Tropical rainforest is hot and moist biome where it rains all year long. It is known as the dense canopies and vegetation that form 3 different layers: the emergent layer, the canopy layer, the forest layer. Jake, can you tell us any more specific about the rainforest?
The largest rainforests are in the Amazon River Basin in South America, the Congo River Basin in West Africa, and throughout much of Southeast Asia.
Smaller rainforests located in Central America, like Madagascar, Australia, and nearby islands in India, and other locations in the tropics.
Some of these animals in the tropical rainforest belong to endangered species. One of these such animals is the Borean orangutan. The Pongo pygmaeus, or Borean orangutan, is classified as the domain Eukarya, kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates, family Hominidae, genus Pongo, and species P. abeli, or P. pygmaeus. The Borean's reddish-orange fur is no accident, but an adaptation to camouflage them as they move about. The Borean's reddish-orange fur is no accident, but an adaptation to camouflage them as they move about in the rainforest canopy. Despite their large size, these great apes are practically invisible as they move from tree to tree. Also, the arm length of an orangutan is 7 feet, which allows them to hang on to branches and support themselves. If they could not do this, they would not survive in their environment. The Borean orangutan is an heterotroph, meaning it gets its food from other organisms. It contributes to the environment by consuming producers such as the fruit of the durian tree, and he will eventually die in order to feed decomposers. The Borean orangutan is a case specialist, meaning it is stronger, larger, lives longer, is smarter, and is generally has more energy efficient than an R specialist, such as a bug or insect. They usually have one offspring at a time. One type of interspecific interaction the Borean orangutan has is competition. The orangutan experiences competition when at a fruit tree with other primates. It has to compete for the fruit. Another example of orangutans having interspecific relationships is predation. The orangutan's predator, the leopard, can attack and eat orangutans. One way they are affected is by illegal hunting of orangutans, which kills 2,000 to 3,000 orangutans every year. Deforestation over the last few decades has also hurt orangutans. The number of orangutans on Borneo dropped by over half in the last 60 years. One way that Bornean orangutans are being saved is by the Orangutan Conservancy, which is dedicated to the protecting of the orangutans by conducting research and educating people.
In the world, tree dwelling means that they live on trees. The orangutan is one of our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, sharing 96.4% of our DNA. Don't you think that they look a lot like humans? The orangutan lives in Malaysia and Indonesia. There are 2 types of orangutans: the Sumatran orangutan, who lives in Sumatra, Indonesia, and the Bornean orangutan, who lives in Borneo, Malaysia. Can you see how far it is from where we live? Did you ever wonder what
is the western gorilla? Western gorilla live in groups called troops. They differ in size from 2 to 20 animals. They normally have at least 1 male and a few females and some offspring in their group. A common name for the gorillas is the western lowland gorilla. The kingdom is Animalia. The phylum is shorter off. Their class is Mammalia. Their order is primates. Their belong to Hominidae family, 2 to 20 animals. They normally have at least one male and a few females and some offspring in their group.
Gorillas are found in Western Africa, in the lowlands. They're mostly vegetarians and like to eat roots, shoots, fruit, bark and wild celery.
Yeah, make sure you wash it first.
Gorillas can climb trees. Sometimes.
Watch out below!
But prefer to spend most of their time on the ground.
No! I don't want to be on the ground!
Well, if we run fast enough,
Maybe we'll fly.
yeah, we'll fly.
Maybe we won't. That was stupid.
A group of gorillas is known as a troop. They're led by a male silverback who also likes to lie on his back.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
The silverback decides where the troop eats and sleeps.
Good idea. Excuse me.
Baby gorillas stay with mom until they're 5 months old.
Wait, I'm not tired. I want...
This is a mama gorilla caring for her child. Baby gorillas stay with their parents until they're at least 5 years old and learn how to live on their own. Gorillas like to live in troops of at least 2. This is a photo of a troop of western gorillas in their natural habitat. Gorillas are pretty smart and made a lot of adaptations to help keep the small population alive. One behavioral adaptation is normally when a gorilla charges, it does not hit its attacker. Instead, it merely passes by its opponent. This demonstrates aggression, but maintains among the separate troops and reduces the possibility of injury. Some structural would be that they are herbivores, so they need to be able to eat and digest the food around them. This is why they have flat teeth and allow them to grind down plants and eat other animals still. Another adaptation would be how they've changed to better walking on their own environment. They have strong upper body and arms, fingered hands, and thumbs, which all help in walking, climbing, and obtaining food for them to live. I will insert a picture of a gorilla eating with flat teeth. The gorilla's teeth are very flat and help them eat plants and animals. This is a gorilla using its adaptations to walk around. By using its strong upper body, strong front legs, they can walk on 2 legs or 4, but 4 legs is more stable and they can charge faster. Notice this gorilla is extending its arms and legs to get maximum power while running and charging. Gorillas are very important in the tropical rainforest. They help disperse seeds throughout the forest and create places where seedlings can grow and replenish the forest. The western gorilla is an and finds its own food. Western gorillas are also cage strategists and have normally 1 child, but twins are rare. Cage strategists are normally a lot bigger in size, live longer. This also helps them with higher survival chance at birth. Infants do not always survive, and most females normally have 6 to 8 offspring in their lifetime. And this is about every 4 years or so, give or take. But they have high intelligence, which we know that, because gorillas are very smart and possibly an ancestor of the humans. Gorillas live in a rainforest where there's a lot of other organisms really close. The rainforest is counted up to 42 organisms in one area at a time. Gorillas are known to be calmer side, but they do have some interactions which are not so good ones. Their only real enemy are humans and sometimes the leopards. This competition interaction, gorillas normally have mutualism interactions, which are good interactions, but not always. Sometimes they can get into some situations where they're not so nice. Gorillas are endangered species, especially the western lowland gorillas. Like most animals, they're competing for space. Animals are being kicked out of their homes by people building. Humans also are making gorillas sick. They have been giving diseases like Ebola and the flu and fevers to gorillas, especially when they're moving into their populations. They're also being hunted, and according to the WWF, the impact on hunting the gorilla population has grown dramatically. In northeast Congo, estimated approximately 5% of the gorillas that were alive last year were killed by hunters. That's seeing that there's not many left, which means that was a lot of gorillas lost the population. There has been a ban on hunting these animals and they were being poached. There also has been efforts to get them into sanctions and get them to land where they will not be bothered. Gorillas also don't feel comfortable around humans. They get very shy and nervous, and it makes them want to move away. Gorillas are very spectacular animals.
This was the tropical rainforest. We'll catch you guys later.